You will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Well, we might. But currently our failings consist of an Alcatraz and a Tarquin who, yeah, other than 3 temps, 2 occultist temps unfortunately, we've actually done quite well so far. I wouldn't say we failed at all. Still a long way to go though. Still a very long way to go. But I think we're going to deal with some of that now. The party I have currently equipped, you will notice, is the Weird System, who has been slightly retooled from his original setup. We have Yuki Ito, we have Shooter Gun, who is now being a bit more frontline in this sort of where I'm going with this, and we have a Spine Licker to lead off. The plan is to try and deal with the Prophet. So, as you can see, I've pretty much upgraded all their equipment and skills. I have some people equipped, not all. That's probably from previous missions, actually. And yeah, that's our general plan. We're going to go and see if we can't deal with this guy. I think this is a reasonably balanced party. Obviously, I haven't played against this boss at all, but this should be able to deal with most things. I'm taking a Weakening Curse because I think that actually might be far more valuable than I give it credit for, actually. But a third reduction in damage on a boss could be critical. We'll see how it goes. In any case, we still have Abyssal Artillery, Sacrificial Stab, so we can hit anywhere. You can pretty much hit anywhere, have some minor healing, and also augmented by, of course, our Weird System healing. You can handle yourself in healing, you have Stress Relief, you have an ability to guard somebody, which might actually be critical later on, we'll see. Hound Rush, of course, can attack anywhere. And we have the Bounty Hunter, who can mark people to boost your abilities, plus, obviously, bonuses for yourself. This is all about marking, and in many ways, this means I should really have gone for Target Whistle over perhaps the Stress Heal. I still have money. I could actually swap this round, go for Hound Harry, grab the extra target, which also does a little bit of bleed. Yeah, I'm going to go back and do that. Bear with. I've also upgraded the guild. We're now 1 upgrade away from maxing the guild out at this stage, which will be good. At the very least, all the training regimen stuff is done, so it is as cheap as it's ever going to get to upgrade stats at this point. So Hound's Harry. Yeah, for 1,000 gold, having this extra ability ready is fine. So, when we go back to the inbox screen, we're going to go and swap Cry Havoc for Hound Harry. No, it wasn't Hound Harry. What? Okay. Bear with me, because clearly something has gone awry here. So Shooter Gun, clearly meant to get Target Whistle. That's better. And also knocks 25% of the protection bonus off, which could be helpful enough by itself, in fairness. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to have... What's actually the difference here? Oh, it attacks all of them. Ah, okay. Not entirely useless, but honestly, for going up against the boss, we'll take that. Okay. So final bits of equipment. Our Arbalist is currently going with that and that. Let's actually make sure we've got all the trinkets unequipped and ready. And we'll do this properly. So obviously this, and then something to counteract it. The Feather Crystal. More chance of being stunned, more chance of being moved. I think this is probably a better way to just ignore that. So the accuracy boost is there, the critical boost is there, and has a minor stress drop. I cannot argue with this at all. The only thing I might want to take instead is the Seer Stone. In your case, we don't know quite what we're up against here. The Prophet could be an Eldritch Abomination of some kind, if it's a Medusa-like thing. So we'll go with that. And... do you want to give you a damage boost? I mean, you have a high crit chance, but it's not overly appealing in the other regards, are you? I could give you this for a bit of protection, a bit of solidity, but a speed drop. In fact, oh, heals received. I was hoping I could get up your heal skills, but the only thing I've got that will do that is this. Do I want to make you into a dedicated healer at this point? give up the Eldritch Wand. Grab that and the stress box. This might not actually be such a bad idea. The only downside of the idea is then you don't have a great deal of protection for yourself. But we'll see. So you are going to get the heavy boots of move resistance, and if we've got something that'll speed you up, awesome. If not, I think we might just stick with that. Actually, that'll do. Take a little extra stress, do a little more damage. We'll save the at least one of the dog biscuits for combat in the last round. You should be reasonably okay. You're the guy I want to tool up, though. Because we can give you the Brawler's Gloves, because you're going to be in the front position. We can also give you the Bounty Hunter Helmet, which, of course, gives you additional damage. The thing we don't have is the scouting chance if a torch goes down, but we will probably want to keep the torch up anyway. So that's looking like a plus 40. We're also going to the Ruins, which doesn't give you a damage bonus. The Cove and the Wheeled Wood, if we went there, but yeah, well. That I think we'll do. The only thing now is... what else do I have in terms of things? Is it worth taking Oldie Bones instead? Because Oldie Bones... no, I think we'll stick with what we got. We'll stick with what we got. If this turns out to be completely wrong, well, we'll find out and we'll retrain from scratch. We really hope it doesn't turn out like that. To the Ruins. 2 dog biscuits. 3 bandages. 2 of those. 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 A double stack of food. And a 1 3/4 stack of torches. Okay. The Prophet.
Excavations beneath the manor were well underway when a particularly ragged indigent arrived in the hamlet. This filthy, toothless miscreant boasted an uncanny knowledge of my ambitions and prognosticated publicly that, left unchecked, I would soon unleash doom upon the world.
Well, do you know, the crazy old man who's holding his eyeballs was right.
The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
We don't have a great amount of options on where we're going. We're going around this way, and at some point around here or here, we're probably going to camp up. So, all our decisions made for us. Onwards we go. Heirlooms. Now, I didn't take the scouting stone with me this time, but I think we've still got reasonable scouting opportunities. The volumes are dull and uninteresting. At least I didn't burn them this time. Okay, an encounter. And we are surprised, annoyingly. Okay, our dog may be on stress duty then. Let's go sacrificial stab on you. Takes you down to half health. That should finish you off.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Next up from that, let's snipe you. Hope we don't take too much damage on the way through, and if we can hound rush you before you have another round, that saves our torches. Okay, Archer Duel. Round 2. Shoot again. Won't cause bleed, but I can't cause bleed on either of them. Let's swing you back. Apparently no Archer Duel is coming at the moment. Smash you.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
And now we have a load of
blossoms.
these to go through. There's 6. And
Their
there's 10.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay, I'm liking the setup we got for the moment. Let's just, though, bring you back to the front. I'm going to move on, though with a little more torchlight. And that crate is empty. And that was a trap. 6 damage.
Mind that such missteps are the
Are you
exception
bleeding as well, or
and
no?
not the rule.
In we go then. And here's our first scout report. Okay, nothing of note coming up, which is good. Means I can partially afford to run the torch down. Now let's give a damage boost to somebody. So let's give it to the person who's got the most to gain here. Carried favor from the gods. Aha! Plus 30% damage until camp. You are now a damage dealing monster. And we approve. In addition, you have 100% trap disarm. Another reason, though I didn't think of it at the time, why we don't need the scout whistle on the Houndmaster. I was looking at upgrading our Houndmaster a bit. Anyway. Oh, now this, I believe, will get rid of a negative trait for somebody or cause a positive one. So let's have a go with you. Okay, didn't. It gave us loose instead, which is perfectly fine. So 2 holy water has been used up to good effect thus far.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
And in we go. And we still get a scout report. Okay, there is treasure in the next area. I might actually just hold off on the torches until we get there and see what these 2 curiosities are, though. Not quite a Temps in the Dark situation, but we are now getting bonus loot, so... Unfortunately, that was it. Portraits are worth more than 250 gold. At least comparatively. Ah, the... Go on then. You realise, of course, we have medicinal herbs to get some definite loot out of that, but, you know. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Torch down. In we go. Spiders! Pistol artillery. He's a beast, of course, so more damage there.
Destroy them all.
Let's see. Good bolus, which is a good chance of killing one of them. Doing damage to whoever. It nearly killed both, actually. Okay, so that just leaves you. With your mass damage increase, but nothing I can do does damage to 2 opponents, so there you go. There's 1. Bite. So I think what we'll now do is we'll use a round for healing. Heal you of that, and let's reconstruct you as well. 17, non-crit, and that's just the bonus of ow.
Ears. Blurred vision.
More blight.
The end approaches.
Yeah, you're getting annoying. Target whistle. I don't know why we did that.
Devastating.
There was no need. I could have just killed it. And 2 deeds. Arguably, we don't need the deeds so much, but I'm going to take that over the goal for the moment. Actually, no, deeds we need. No, deeds we definitely need. Always need them. Let's, though, see what else we get. Another 50 gold I can't really carry. Could give up on it. A anti-venom for it, but if we end up getting blighted later, I'm going to regret it. Alright, close that up. Alright. We move on and find another torch. Which we shall burn.
Right. The promise of safety.
Now, another torch worked with these. Is there anything else I could use, though? I could try dog biscuit for no other reason than to try it. Let's try medicinal herbs. That actually worked. Okay, bonus. Hunger Strike for a second time, but we're not too bad at this stage. We're still going to have 8 for the 8 for our camping session, which we're going to need, I think. If there's nothing coming up, I'm going to try running down the light for this little area. Alright, occultist, what do you find? Forever change the hero, but it's for the good. Unholy Slayer. Not a bad one. We'd obviously prefer Eldritch, because you have default bonuses to that anyway, and makes you a bit of an Eldritch killer, but can't complain at that result. And we have an encounter. And we've surprised them even under low light conditions. So, stab. You're an unholy slayer who can't hit anything. Well done. Alright, they're not stunned yet. I could mark for death some of them, but no, actually, let's just get these out of the way because we do enough damage. Shot you at the back. Just leaves one brawler. Who has been hit and is effectively dead from bleeding, but we're still going to kill him before he gets to that stage. Now just a case of whatever minor heals we can do. Just in case we need to. So yeah, for the moment, we'll put a weakening curse on him, which nearly killed him anyway. In fact, has killed him.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And 4 more crests. I think we're good for crests. I know we are starting to run low on them, but I think we're still good. Okay, nothing here. And we get a scout report. Treasure room. Curiosity battle. Okay, we can rest here. So if we go here, that's 1, 2, and then possibly 3, 4 for the boss. So this is the optimal time to do it.
A moment of respite.
We shall of course eat 8 food because we have stress on everybody. That's worth it.
Horrors.
Now, Hound's Watch is definitely what we want to pick. So no nighttime ambush, and we have increased chance of preventing surprise and surprising. What else do we have? We don't have a lot of buff abilities right this moment, but might as well boost your accuracy and crit rate. Restring your bow, so now you have a slight speed reduction for accuracy, damage, and crit chance. And what does that leave us with? Not much in the way of things here. You could abandon hope. Which would reduce your stress, I suppose. Nah, we'll just cure a little bit of stress for you. Nobody's in a particular bad way, so that's all good. I am ready for battle. Let them come.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay. Occultist, what do you find? Okay, you gain a negative trait as well. I don't know what the odds are on that, but a slight decrease to virtue chance. Okay. Arguably livable, but dear God, will we want those virtues from time to time. It is disarmed. And now that we're here, and we know there is a battle coming up.
As the light gains purchase,
let's enter.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Okay, no surprise, and here comes the stress. Collect the bounty. 30 crit.
Blow.
Called your bluff, friend. Stab time. 12 damage on a crit. Nice. I realise we want to hurt you. Nah, but we had a chance of killing that one, so. Graveyard slash for 4. Boss crit for 12. So 1 health then. And we go first. So that means all I have to do is that.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
You know what? Let's try prying it open with that. Ah. I realize the key has no effect. Of course it was trapped. Of course it was trapped, and I don't even have any blight items anymore.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright, well, let's go and cure up things. Some heirlooms. Another encounter, and they are surprised. Okay, let's take full advantage of this. Stab to the back. 6. Bounty collection. 19. Snipe you to oblivion, and that leaves the Houndmaster to try and make bleed that which cannot bleed. It failed. Imagine though, if we got a statistically high ability to do it, it could happen, but still. Target mark. And the other reason I'm doing this again, just for a round of curing. Lick wounds. Weird reconstruction. Now, which one of you has the bleed resistance? You have 50. You have a 50. Okay. On yourself then. Resisted. Graveyard slash on you, but that's absolutely fine. Okay, the healing round has worked. Just finish you off. Okay, gain some more food.
Success
Gain
so
some more
clearly
loot.
in view. Or is it merely
Nothing
a
else
trick of
around
the light?
here, is there? Okay, we will, of course, want our torches when we get into the boss room, just in case. He does something weird with that, but... Hey! Encounter against some maggots and a spitter. I don't imagine this is going to be a great challenge. I could be wrong, of course, but it doesn't feel as if it's going to be. Ooh, it dodged. Alright, bolus it is.
Well
I was going
struck.
to wait and cure, but I forgot food to do that. I might as well just secure things. 25 glod.
A trifling victory. But a
What's in the
victory
packs?
nonetheless.
Nothing. Nothing is in the packs. Alright.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
I have no buff items available before we go into this. So... one combat left on all of the abilities. Let's see what the Prophet has for us.
The madman hides there.
He's hiding in the back
behind
row.
the pews, spouting his mindless drivel.
He's prophesized my end. That interests me a little. Alright, so he is an unholy thing with 105 hit points. Oh, I'm going to have to break these down to get to him with the other characters, aren't I? Well, at least with my characters who aren't doing that. Okay, bleed works. Yeah, you're going to have to start crushing these in bits to pieces, I think. Off you go. Have fun. A little concerned, but I think what we'll do at this point is put a mark on him. Grab some bonuses from you two. Okay, some blight. Rubble of ruin. Ow! Yeah, that hurt. Okay, so that's what that's going to do. Every round, something is going to fall on top of our heads. Let's heal you up rather than attack this round. You resist the bleed. Alright, keep going. One down. Yay, we moved him slightly closer to target. Needs away of my flesh. You may eat away of your flesh, but bleed. Bear with. Okay, apologies. So, we now have a marked target. We have a bonus to doing damage to marked targets. Shoot you for 12. Yeah, 4 bleed damage currently on. Dodge wherever that was. And here comes the rubble. 23 damage and death score on the weird
brink,
system.
Facing the abyss.
Okay, that's not good. That's even worse. There is something right about your spot. It's not going to be hit. I'm concerned now. Start busting your way through. I only need to bust one more of those and I can have you attack, but doesn't have any protection, doesn't have any dodge, doesn't have any speed. This thing is in theory the easiest thing in the world for me to deal with, and yet let's try that. It's slow. It's definitely going to be slower than you, we'd hope. Speed 3. But then you could always hit 0 for your heal. Oh, this is tricky. I also forgot the dog biscuits. I've just realised. Okay. Doing damage to you is important, because if we do 25 damage I could do in one hit, I could do nearly 50 on a crit. The damage is there to be done. It's just... $37 crit. Okay, let's not regret things. Let's just go for it. 24. Do not fluff this, please. 16. Thank you. That'll do. You might still end up being dead here, but you'll at least death's door. Okay, stunned you. Rubble of Ruin. They did... Okay. Good to know. That has unfortunately put Spinelicker on death's door as well. Okay. Here comes another prediction, but I think we can finish this before it ends. He knows. He knows. Okay, stun resist and goes away. 12. Plus bleed. I need to do 4 more damage to him. That should be easy. Finish him.
Did he foresee his own demise? I care not, so long as he remains dead.
Oh, we get some gold for that. Well, Disease Charm can be replaced with that, and the Lock of Patience can go to that. But hey, we finally have an Abomination on the item. I don't know whether there's a negative effect for going back at Death's Door, but either way, we won't worry about that for now. We shall return to the hamlet in glory. And really worry about that one for the future. Okay, he had no defenses whatsoever, but the amount of damage he was dropping on our heads every turn. Alright, well, the good news is we know guarding works now if we want to use that sort of effect to try and augment it. I think we might have a man-at-arms just with the heavy ring we've got, protection buffs, whatever else I can put on him, and he's just going to sit there and take it. And that might be how I try and work my way around that in future. Still, Yuki got a disease, which will cure Scurvy. Nocturnal and Deadly. Steady for minus 10 stress damage, and Clotter, which got rid of the Wheel Tactician. Arguably Clotter's more useful, it's a universal skill as opposed to a circumstantial one. So, 7 bosses in the apprentice level down, 1 more to go. And we still have a load of level 1s we still have to do some stuff with. I think my cultist is actually going to have to go on the other one. The other boss missions just purely to level failings. To do some level balancing issues here, because we're going to have... Actually, that should work out quite nicely, I think. Because if the boss is done by the party, which is you, and Weird System... then you should have 1 more adventure after that. And as long as it's a medium or long one, I think that's going to give you enough experience points to level up at the same time. So the next mission, really, it's got to be Spinelicker and you 3 just to get you through. At least for next... So I've got 2 level 1 missions I can still go through and then get everybody up to that level. So, Medicinal Ward. We've actually got the full cure bonuses set up for this as well now, so huzzah. Oh no, we don't. We actually have to do that last one. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Still got you on a disease cure. We can We're okay with all of your negative faults. We actually don't have that much money, so maybe I won't bother with that. I'm probably going to go on a level 3 adventure and just get some more of our guys up towards the ranks a bit more and get ourselves closer to unlocking some of the bosses. For example, the second Cove one's coming up. That would be the Sodden Crew. We have the Hag mission, of course, which we had a dry run on. I might want to go and consider doing a second attempt at that, though I want to do it at a higher level, so maybe we won't. We want to unlock the Ruins boss, so a long adventure in there. How are you fancying that? Yeah, unfortunately, the gunslinger's buckle is quite good. It just forces him to become a ranged gunner, which isn't really how we got Maritian set up at the moment. We've got him more set up as a meleeist. Well, half and half really, but we use the open vein an awful lot. I suppose I could swap to point blank shot and duelist point blank shot and then just have him entirely ranged. I don't know. I don't know. Things to consider. Stuff to do. And we'll think about that next time. So until then.